as if the TwitchCon drama doesn't need to continue, we have some new condemning news from IronMouse, revealing that Twitch staff threw out all the gifts meant for VTuber from fans. And this is a very terrible, very just insidious, what a mean thing to do. Like, I would understand if it's like accidental, but I hear that there's actual intent behind throwing out the gift. And this also kind of like further proves this, not even a conspiracy theory anymore. Because have you guys noticed VTubers getting maliciously targeted? Very biased moderation from Twitch. Girls and guys getting banned for things that just doesn't make sense. Like a VTuber rig will show a little bit of fan service that's still abiding by TOS. Boom, deleted. With such a, like an indefinite ban or like a duration that just doesn't make sense. While like there's so many other flesh tubers, I guess, that doesn't really get any of the same, you know, there's no consistency. And people have been theorizing that we think that in Twitch moderation, in the upper elite of whoever's making these decisions, there is an inherent bias and hate for VTubers. And this has been, right, a thing that's been propagated over and over again. But when you see stuff like this happening, IronMouse coming out and saying this, what do you think the likelihood is? Let's read some of the comments before we read the tweets. I understand not wanting to handle all the gifts of VTuber fans, but why lie and say you would and then don't? Because incompetence is their motto. If there weren't gifts wrapped up in a big platform, nobody would willingly work with these disgusting idiots. It's borderline malice, not just incompetence, because it's probably even more work saying we can't do it due to security concerns, which is fucking hilarious. You think they care about security at this point? Because TwitchCon security, oh my god, that's still going with the Emiru issue, man. And there's a term called Hanlon's razor. I think that's the term, where it says don't attribute malice when retardation is involved. I'm paraphrasing, but most of the times, whenever you think there's like an evil mastermind, a puppet master, you know, coordinating these things, it's not really that. It's just due to the stupidity and ignorance of humans that makes it seem like this. But again, it's just a dot on the graph of many different dots that's been laid out of just terrible interactions with Twitch and VTubers. This is not just IronMouse, by the way. Many other VTubers are currently updating their fans that all the gifts were thrown away. I'm gonna click that link and read that later. Let's keep going. She asked security if they could give it to you. They said yes, then proceeded to toss it into a nearby trash bin. When she confronted them about it, they told her it was security risk and could have been held as an explosive. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure. Yep, I'm sure. Yeah, I wonder if this impacted any other, you know, creators up there, not just specifically VTubers. Maybe there's some consistency there, but that's crazy. Hey, at least they're trying, right? They're trying with a security issue. That's the real issue. If it would have been reasonable for Twitch to not take responsibility for the gift, they should be telling people, but rather than taking them and disposing of the gift, and in some instances misleading people, that's where they're fucked up. Unrelated, but that tweet also shows security issues, which is related to the Emiru situation. Staff's telling someone they can attend someone else's meet and greet, right? And the other thing with the Emiru situation, what was it? Emiru stated that when she got assaulted, what happened? Did Twitch staff come to her? Did they try to like support her, ask her if she's okay? No, her manager was the only one that pulled her out. And they also overheard literal Twitch staff making joke of the incident, saying, wow, did you see that happen? That's crazy, laughed about it, right? These are words and statements from Emiru. So again, it's like, what do you think the likelihood is that this is just incompetence? That this is just, you know, a little oopsies? I find it really hard to believe with more and more different things being plotted on the graph that paints a picture that Twitch staff, they're malicious. They have their own bias. And basically the culture propagates downwards and the rest of them also behave the same way. It's like a reflection. At the very minimum, tell meet and greet fans we don't accept the gift. We're not able to give them something else for fuck's sakes. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Let's read the tweet. I deeply apologize to all the VTubers and the fans who had meet and greets at the VTuber booth this year. It breaks my heart to know staff threw out all the gifts because they could have been bombs. I should have known better than to trust them and taken care of everything ahead of time. I'm so sorry, everyone. Classic IronMouse being the most just, she's too pure. Remember when she got scammed by V Shoujo? She never blames the corporation immediately. She blames herself and says, I'm sorry. I wish there was more that she could have done. It's not her fault at all. Not her fault at all. She got scammed again. They didn't throw it away. They stole it. Anyone who has worked at a convention knows this. Now, this is an assumption, definitely like a jump in logic we're making, but still, I think this is consistent, right? With all the different behaviors from TwitchCon and the staff, as well as past different cases, specifically targeting VTubers, I don't really like doubt this claim. I don't. Again, like using this like security as like an excuse to say, oh, we gotta look out for bombs. Oh, great. The bomb is in the garbage can now. Like think about this for a second. Let's just go and believe and give the benefit of the doubt that these gift packages that they prepared, there's bombs in there. So what do? They put it in the garbage can. That's in the venue. That's it? Like, are you gonna do something more? Or are you would think that if you truly thought there is legit causes and concerns for a bomb, maybe like you shouldn't just put in the fucking garbage can in the fucking venue. What the hell do I know, right? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Out of all the reports about Twitch mishandling the meet and greet, this makes me the angriest. Not only did they fail to guarantee Emmy safety, Twitch betrayed the trust of every VTuber fan whose favorite wasn't there at the event. So much good will be thrown in the trash. Starting a crusade at Twitch headquarters, everyone fall in. And like, this is the sentiment that a lot of people have been saying and preaching, right? Asmongold making videos and a call to action that like, yo, something needs to fucking change over at Twitch's like executive leadership, because Twitch, the platform, right? I love it. The fact that we can live stream and have fun and do our own thing and create communities, it's great. Twitch is great. But the people running Twitch has turned this into just a fucking swamp. And like, you can't do anything about it because like, what do you think they're gonna do? There's no one to hold them accountable unless Amazon literally decides that this is an issue they want to step in. Nothing will change. And it just seems so ridiculous that they keep making headlines of all these different dramas and controversies, yet nothing has changed. It's not your fault at all. I cannot imagine the lack of common sense it would take to look at boxes of stuffed animal cards and merchandise, etc. No, there are bombs, Bao. You never know, etc. And think to myself, oh, must be garbage. Just what amount of cognitive dissonance is needed for this to happen? None. This is like, again, with the Hassan dog situation. Shout outs to Hassan's dog. And the reason I'm bringing this example in is when you start to really think about the excuses they're giving you, they're lies, obviously, but you try to understand it, the more it doesn't make sense. Like, it's so hard to believe that they would just throw it away because they think it's a security issue, a potential bomb. Yeah, fucking right. Why put it in the garbage can in this venue and threaten the livelihood of everyone still in the fucking venue? It's just a lie. It's a very rushed lie that is inconsistent and doesn't make sense the more you think about it. That's not your fault at all. I'm sad you won't get my gift, but I'm still happy, you know? Got to show you what it was. The staff should have been known better too, especially because I'm pretty sure I remember the box saying gifts. Oh no. It's like when they were trying a meeting about TwitchCon, they had a huge blackboard in the meeting that says, we must make TwitchCon as miserable as possible this year. Girl, it's not your fault. It's clear as day that they don't know shit about VTubers care about safety, even when people express months beforehand. Like, again, like this narrative that Twitch hates VTubers, I didn't really believe it, right? But like that, but this was like a couple of years ago. I just thought, okay, these VTubers getting banned. A lot of other people get banned too. What's the likelihood of VTubers getting singled out? But more and more events of unfair incidents happen, and now you have like IronMouse situation happening like this, and it's just like, I don't know. I think it just might make fucking sense. And this is again, you know, actually this is the tweet talking about how they fucking throw it away. So like, you have to really ask yourself, what do you think is happening? I think that Twitch is so beyond rotten with their leadership, and this is a reflection of their culture. I don't think it's that of a schizo conspiracy theory right now to condemn them for their bias against VTubers. We know that they have inherent bias towards many other creators, right? Like, people can have sex on stream, oopsie, one day ban. Tectone calls someone fat, boom, a week or something. And this is just one incident. There's so many different incidents of just biased moderation happening towards cases that doesn't make sense. I do think they have it out for, you know, VTubers. And this is such a malicious attack. Gift bags, bro. Fucking gift bags. You really think that the fucking staff and the team that let the sexual assault happen on Emiru actually cares about security to throw it away, to defend them from a bomb, to put them in the same venue? Nah, it's some bullshit.